Chris and Paul, great to meet the both of you. And simply thanks for all this great entertainment you've been delivering for a long time.
Oh, thanks,
thank you
man.
so much.
We appreciate it.
No, I have been enjoying the series. I'm hooked. I need to know, what was the moment you both knew you had to adapt this book series? And was there a one-liner moment in the books that hooked you?
Wow, I think the voice of the character in the book from the first sentence on, not that it was necessarily flashy or anything, but it felt like a great literary character. The fact that the book, All Systems Red, which is the first book, is a novella, is not too long. So the adaptation process was not going to be about how do we exclude this or that. It was about how do we take what there is and then possibly add on to it a bit. And then, Chris and I both loving it equally was really exciting because it meant one had to do half the work.
Yeah, what's so great about adapting a book is it brings attention to that book. So now you're going to have people that go back and want to see what the source material is. I got to know, what was it about Alexander Skarsgård that made him the perfect Murderbot for y'all?
Well, I think that Alexander is huge and formidable in person, but also actually kind of a goofball. And once you get to know him a bit, you realize that there's a very strange inner monologue going on. He loves playing characters who are in like extremes, sometimes grotesque extremes. And this is a character who's essentially can't reveal that it has its own freedom of choice. So this was like a really, really, really interesting character for him, and he felt just right for us.
And it's a slightly outdated third-rate model, so we had to have somebody who was comfortable, playing that.
I think he was all in for this show for y'all. I think he's delivering such great stuff and having so much fun.
Yeah.
And I just love everything that he's in. So perfect pick for y'all there. You're building a future world. What's one small detail y'all made sure to sneak into this version of the future?
I'll tell you something. Sorry.
No, okay.
Chris and I, when I was 12 and Chris was 8, I did a sci-fi comic called the HMS Tuodor or USS Tuodor, and then I sold it to Chris for $0.25. We put that into Sanctuary Moon.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the details of the world that we created, like it's a kind of it's a world in which a lot of things have been extruded by giant 3D printers, and it's also a world in which this giant corporation is hiring out mining equipment, sort of on the cheap. So you'll see a lot of purposely kind of ill-fitting or frayed or used parts of things. So it's very high tech, but it's also kind of lowest bidder.
There's also a corporate logo in Murderbot's suit. We're really trying to think, okay, what's the logic of why decisions are made visually in the world?
I love small details like that. Lastly, Murderbot loves television. If you had one weekend with no responsibilities, what would you binge watch or obsess over? Something new or even from back in the day?
Twilight Zone for me, the original Twilight Zone.
Oh yeah, that's really good. Myself, I would probably just watch Instagram all the time, but it would be only animal friendships.
I love that. Y'all delivered such a great show. I love this. Another great product for Apple TV Plus, and I can't wait to finish the rest of it. Thank y'all so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.